94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asogo so awutie no me need your say bon so make I say Dr. Bernardo Koboy, member of parliament Lejokuku constituency board chair Kolebu Teaching Hospital ewa the official government spokesperson sounds so and Anthony Nukpenu regional organizer Emma NDC Greater Accra region and Vandal General Atik Mohammed, on a General Secretary, Emma, the People's National Convention. Also, and what we do is you be around here for any other business. I take Okasa yache. Any other business? Nah, yeah, sorry.
I think, sir, just to conclude on this issue, I say for me, I think this is the time. I say, Shas here, I can simple. Encourage Ghana for say na exercise in shots here and we'll do this in the clearest and loudest manner possible because we've got to help in every way possible and in the coming days Mobeti and Kabium like I said, I belong to a civil society organization. It's going to do some advocacy work. Employing all the tools permissible under a democracy to send home the message. Say it is important to have a register, and that we're encouraging Ghana Nibia say for Hujim, because it's yenina de bia ye di huwa who say Ghana de eba kabina minkabe amamo dia ye tumpon. It's because collectively, we have decided say yentina fako man say we all rise up to be counted. Inti we will play that role again, and I'm sure say in the course of time, I have no doubt say in the fullness of time, still. I almost say they are not convinced. I'm sure in the fullness of time they'll come around and we'll have a successful process. But we'll take some steps to ensure say we drum home the point say there is a case for a new register and that every Ghanaian must play an active part in that process. Having said that, issue when beam now.
And then I said excuse me.
Let me say one of the issues are production. Every
Sunday or no?
Yes, was it's in
okay, we say in USA, social security number is the number one criteria which qualifies you to get access to any right to do anything in that country, not necessarily your biometrics. Social
security number very key. That's the first thing I'm bisa.
Okay.
But you will get there. That is maybe your NIE card. I mean your national identification card. Yeah, sorry, national identification number. I'm sure we'll get there, but in the interim, the SAA. The other issue which is stranded for some days now, ambulances.
Real crafty ambulance.
Pressure. Well, I think it's a commendable effort, but Sebi and yes, in the sense, ordinarily, Anka Inse said the purchase of ambulances, etimiye bibia angwasem BP, but because of the way Akweti said this has become some huge kind of project buying but if looking at where we have got to as a state, Nankense said the purchase of ambulances anything extraordinary. But the truth is, do we have ambulances? The answer is no. Until Abanye Bibisana, it is seen as something extraordinary. But I feel say
that cannot be factual. Do we have ambulance? Yes, but not enough. When we say no entirely, I think we don't
when
have.
I say Master, this is metaphorical.
Because metaphor. Okay,
55. And no, now 130 something. And we break it down, make 55.
Okay, out of a population of almost 27 million, and you have 55 ambulances. That's a problem. So technically speaking, you can say non-existent, because if you do the ratio computation of ratios, one ambulance is to how many?
Almost 600,000 Ghanaians.
Ekosiisen
So am I not-
Sempa FM.
That's when it was
So
55.
now that is 307.
No,
Now that
no,
it's
no, me
three-
55,
Yeah.
me kasem.
Now that
So-
it's 307, you 1 to 84,000. The global
so-
standard, you 1 to 53,000.
Okay, so we are still below the global average.
Yes, but
Oh.
we've come
No, yeah,
up
no.
very huge.
Now what how shall from 55 to 300? They
Yeah.
say this one. Elna Muamuti bro from say a quantum leap. Say then the frog leap or somewhere leap. But I'm just saying, say it's because sometimes we focus on the minors. We leave the major issues, issues of health, issues of security in this animal. And until I say we are lagging behind when it even comes to the provision of ambulances.
Yeah.
But I think that this is a welcome development. Whether you are enthused about the processes you feel before they were eventually distributed or not, the most important thing is
Distribution that happened.
happen. And me kanu sano mamin sregana for so. The reason why I'm praying yenuma essay a maintenance culture. In fact, you take edifices for example. About to me sit then come out then man 5 years. Because we treat state property as if Sabi I buying car.
And I think we can't cry na akai me because new number no
Ekosiisen on
publicity
Asempa
ne call
FM.
and unim say nra center ne say they received over 100 prank calls.
Oh, why? I don't want to say subayin fun
Over 100 prank calls.
Why? Nah, Eddie.
And it's
Or
something
maybe
we
it
have
could
to
be-
also
or maybe
educate
they want
people.
to test to see whether it really works.
Yeah, Juma, yeah.
No, but Ministry for Special Initiatives, any ambulance service,
Yeah.
national ambulance service
Yeah.
for. Ese omu bodawuru. No mu who
It's no more
say
within Ministry of Social Security.
no.
Now it's a health issue.
No.
Yeah,
Me
it's
say-
now
if you're-
another
if
health
you're
ministry.
no,
but
me-
per
me case-
arrangement,
me
and
case
according
me.
to the minister, no, the
Omo
still
to-
the
yeah.
initiatives ministry, no, will
He's
have
still
to
overseeing how it will
oversee
praise.
for 2 years.
Exactly.
And some of them hand you over officially.
Yeah, tomo mo na ejamo mo then anko ya.
Yeah.
The ministry can't report to us. So near yeto no after this period, this is how much we can account
Yeah.
for. And so mutimi DHA for some time. And ntinyame can say omo any national ambulance service, any Ghana health service. And so mutimi boderu Emma Ghana for nyine hu say 112 number no sabi enye fashion keke emum eye juma.
Yeah.
They should advertise it and let them know say it is an offense to make prank calls to such emergency numbers. Mikai Sebi, I think we've all been culprits of side 191 eba no.
Ekosiisen on
Okay.
Asempa FM.
Na sada me wo sa paid to Utimi cause and free. Na ko tam no.
Yeah, we do.
Enya me nko
All on campus.
ni no mo dosu. Over you just want to hear somebody speak at the other side at the other end of the telephone. But we need to make people understand that a offense
Okay.
to make prank calls to emergency numbers. And also yes their response time no and the be shankrofo I can say
Yeah.
unkran say
Yeah. They should call.
juma and that you betimi afre in times of emergency. But if frau na we be na dey achin. If frau anopa then you come the following day. People lose confidence in the fact say this is an emergency service. And me who cars the day I na dispatch cars I was driving through Accra High Street.
Okay.
You could see that these are a state of the art ambulances. Omunye juma senebeya ye ni beso.
Yeah.
Then we develop this confidence in the fact that emergency services are beginning to work.
And we can even advocate for more.
And I make
more ambulances.
omuye juma na ni so we can ask and I make a demand on government say we dey eye juma mo maybe mbeka ho. But if their service is leaves a whole lot to be desired there.
Ekosiisen
Aban ko
on
to be crab
Asempa
account it
FM.
will raise all kinds of issues. It's a good intervention. Let's make sure we maintain the ambulances. Let's make sure say service now a deliver ye because unlike Canino na iswa. Sisia we have at least fairly
Yeah.
many to be able to handle the population. But the last point I'm making is we need as a country to recognize nyo bi wo ho a yemfa nyama nyosem apomodinsem bambo hunsem education and in fact to a large extent the economy impo because who the propaganda now the amanyosem among who chiru at the end of the day.
Yeah.
These are issues. I'm not saying we shouldn't compete, but we should compete within areas competition will not yield counterproductive outcomes. But with the education, you want to compete on education. We buy now I 3, we buy now I 4. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, yen ebe bre. Among your fund, among your semako. But Ghana mine, and Ghana fund ebe bre. Until where the I've heard people try to downplay the importance. Look, really and truly, like I said, we should have been at a point where there wouldn't have been news. But and it has to take somebody to start something mega like this. I think this is the first time I heard procurement of ambulance able 200.
That quantum, yeah.
So this is a major feat. Just like we have had hospitals like University of Ghana Medical Center,
yeah.
There's another one meaning for some reason crying MBA, and I still can't. I mean, these are major investments, and for nipa I say bo abaya baso. And so to try to downplay something as important as this, me feel say it makes you look as if we ambulance here na way. I'm saying say you develop kodrum pempensubia anka buying them wouldn't have come with sa fanfare and ajamburi ye. But and we need to let people know that ambulances are very important. You can begin to access those services.
Okay.
I think partly that is why we did the commissioning this and otherwise I didn't see the reason. But Senabeya among for who said
the awareness.
There is an emergency service ambulance. I think that's why we did it, and we should take it and move forward as a country.
Any other? Well, for me, I believe it's on record. The Simpson switch contractor, it's on record. The platform I are developing is not absolutely complete. So we've not been able to enroll all the mobile networks into one platform. I think the experts have spoken to this. What on the first procurement network was to bring everybody on one platform. What the $4 million our Koti has brought is not what the intended process was. So in the argument, and say Obi IABB bet and yet up to what originally was supposed to be done. So for me, men conclude say na ye Bugana Bukata when we do like that, I know partisanly it can go on that route and we all do it, but that is the fact. And he say I'm passing now be Buganes Kanka. I want to see people being prosecuted on that procurement. Who has been held to answer any question up to today? And for me, I think say when you hear a building to the CPI, you work from where you say we are doing something to ourselves. Now me see Ora Ponkuma. I say, in 2017 we recorded 40. Mama's record. Forgetting say corruption was one of the major campaign message they used. So it feeded into a certain perception and brought us down. So he should be taking blame for it. But no. But he was quick to Aliu say 39% 2009. And you see a record of NPP government, and you the ultimate say in 28, the corruption campaign. When we do this to us, where are we going as a country? So as young politicians, I have always said, if you are following the steps of these old age people who are in their expiry age, you are doing the same thing. Then this country has no transformation. Now, Okoboy made very cogent submissions, and I agree with him in certain points. It's your program, not your protest. It's your message, not this. The fact that we are resisting a certain movement doesn't mean say we have no program and we have no message, or we are not doing to make sure say your party no stand tall to fight the system in garnering the necessary voter. We are working alongside equally. So for me, I have stated, I believe, by end of day to tomorrow, the party leadership they will come out with a solid statement on what they've gone to discuss, what their position is, and that will inform every communicator to move on the direction of the party. Because when we come here, we don't come to speak our mind. We will speak what the party's position is. Up to this first aid issue, not in person we can't answer, but easy. when you take KBB, yes, under the regime of the NDC, we procure 161. Yes, and do 200. But the bottom line is our maintenance culture in this country. That is where the problem is. NSA are dispatching 307. 1 year down the line, we will record depreciation. And when we record depreciation now, the attitude towards workshop, pass workshop, we will not take any drastic action against human beings. So, in 2012 or so, somewhere 2012, 2013, there was one ambulance team around Medina. Every morning, I could have ambulance. We. Obianu so akofa patients be not breaking traffic, but no afa corner be not. So there was a call on some of us to monitor. Say ambulance in corner okay. No, anopa no the ambulance na akofa ne yiri doku no. Oh. Near monitor ne ko hu no. That very time I made him to be sacked. Obeka say I've gone too far, but you see what that attitude. Mm-hmm. I've seen a national ambulance a loady body there. This is the attitude. And going forward, as anaya shen and now
ambulance
national ambulance service. I'm talking
about equipment ones
this national ambulance service. Yeah, was it vehicle or
vehicle?
Yes, the fleet and yeah. That 161 fleet now Nusubaya ne krom nyina ambulance everywhere. How did we maintain it before it depreciated from 161
Beka 55?
Beka 55. So call we are sending in a
yeah.
Ambulance in now bow with parts. But at the time they were wearing out, now repairs ben Ekosiisen, now parts be Efi warehouse. One and a team taking action against store manager and I say Obi are not here in charge. You know and then 51 aka and now Obi na one born humodi bet nipa Odis Abron then so going forward we must all be learning. And then you employ largely
on
MPP apparatchiks. Almost says a full day. But this employment of me, yes, it's almost in.
And you're Ghana for?
Well, that is your description. But I'm in MPP for years, that is what brings the problem in the system. The moment the assistant party for Kora, almost say they are untouchable. They become so arrogant. Opinion or how take orders. Obi befa no afre party chairman. And away high na party chairman kukuku. Na who NDC ni and our hand abetu yen UND. This is what we put in the system. Nema edi good system no more. People become so say oh you are buying the power. Need deprive the system. So for me, ambulance. Every state of the art hospital you see here came with an ambulance. Okay. And it has the maintenance is our problem. Going forward, I believe say adding to the fleet because by WHO, Yamaya Tiasie, the lifespan of every ambulance. Mm-hmm. So my year in 5 years, as they are starting procurement. Because knowing said by 5 years, they are out of use. Yeah. By 3 years, procurement should start, fleet should be added. Then I believe so if there is no clear policy as to funding, we will continue to be doing this jamboree. But lastly, I believe there is something I don't think it has pricked your mind. This Attorney General's advice.
Oh no, that's NRA can what I just went.
I think metina o studio am catch you say. Anamontu aye 2 year DJ banks be okroma hu baba asem dachi. Who be who catch say and a boldest report. And a boldest report no.
Be careful, it's a matter.
It's not a matter in court. Be careful. I've not spoken to any issue. Me call about my catch you.
Mate.
When be be
let the court
decide. Attorney General of the state, I'm a such advisor. What is our fate going forward? People should be careful how they plan this country into certain things. Emotions will not lead this Ghana to any better.
Anthony Nupenu.
You are hearing me,
regional organizer.
Your minister's emotion.
Dr. Okoboy, any other business? Maybe I
Obi. At the end of the day, Senator Biami Kano, you want to make sure say your programs be wow. Only say this is a government when it comes to health that focuses on prevention rather than cure. Engineer mi ba mi tani kwedu ni nkatie ebre won obi And you say take a meet me to. You know, healthcare, apomudin. There were various parts and sectors. I was say at any point in on try so ebiemu kakra untimi hwe baako enja baako enti ye wo de brofo friend emergency care enu ye pre hospital care de ye be ya ma ansana wo do hospital ena ye wo de friend no primary health care enu ye bia o miti ye me ya wa ko hospital ye hwe o temperature wo kakra na ya ma malaria do enu more or less is primary. Ye was secondary health care enu no sebio ababawa ana onyem na nyinse no asay a oblity o share doctor obetimi aye sure say the friend evacuation of uterus enu yetimi or district hospital more or less secondary health care, primary second and what tertiary health care obi awanya bibi kese wonu kon ebi ate go ta no o say doctor nye surgery aye monitoring hormonal level na enu ye tertiary health care into your various levels o hwe we nyina na wan hwe health financing ability to pay how you are how patients are paying for the service. Is it through insurance? Is it through a trust? Is it through out of pocket? When you shisha was said be how do we need to so now the AC with ambulances now abano try to improve upon emergency care pre-hospital treatment. Now Obi me kind Professor Zakaria ni speeches now omaye no ewo ono no head of the ambulance service. Now obi okanema bia sebi enye politics na wo ye na wo hwe niama ewo ni speech no ma obe say senator kan no enye bia na di politics eya onua ye dure bia wa bona baso osu ye dure bia na osu aye den ya ba baso. In fact, my attitude towards places like healthcare, housing, any sanitation is say hwe bia onua di dure ye na ye hwe de wo su be den o de count exactly. Now in fact papa no kasa ma me hu say Ghana enye say Ghana happy but about emergency care ya bomodin compared to even other African countries. Now Mary did just a part of his speech. Okay, very interesting. One of the part I'll say, Mr. President, this is Professor Zakaria, we would like to express our appreciation and sincerest gratitude to you and your government for this huge investments in the area of pre-hospital care services. And with the procurement of 307 new ambulances, the highest fleet ever to have been procured at a go in the history of emergency medical service in Africa, not in Ghana, in Africa. Me calculate here, no, if you put one ambulance at 133,000, Senator Minister Kaina, the 307, you're looking at $40 million plus. When your government are ordering now to pre-medicine, emergency pre-hospital care, Wajai district, yen you this form NMS contractor no started some hospitals, polyclinics in Accra. You buy a complete about 5 of them. And do 1 week. Now what you am because Miankasa mi call University of Ghana Medical Center. Reason no bika James oh well like be na mizina security mapana ejuma. It's true. Yeah, a time JM Eko Kati sword for University of Ghana Medical Center and Obi. Me do call hospital no more. And yeah, dear doctor beti me ide. Now you see the facility. Even instruments in my complete hospital, no, all were not done. In fact, oh, I beg you, oh, please calm down. You see, oh,
Tony, let him finish what he wants to say.
I'm coming. Obi, Sena and Ned Uko Kolibu, it me enter surgery block. I me sure from how you do cut theater show no. It's not that is not the case of the hospital. In fact, documents and Obi me communications bekasa. Now you're my 101. I'll come and do UGMS. University of Ghana Medical Center, UGMC. There, GM Carty sought what was there and the progress we've made so far. Having built the facility is enough work. OBTO, having built the infrastructure is enough work. But there were a lot of things that had to be done. There were also work post-time or Carty sought. No? And it was not a joke. When I said, time mama, GM, His Excellency, no. There was not even one medical doctor employed at University of Ghana Medical Center. No, I'm coming. I'm making a point. Oh, Tony, listen. So my point is that to get a hospital to run, when you cut sword for a hospital, you commission a hospital. The impression that was out there, and he said the next day, you know, said we call on You bet me no. I calm down. Oh, calm down. Obi, the point I'm making is say, yeah, by my confirm OPD attendance. Share about close to 600 people last year. They can do 10 times that. But what it means is that they've moved some faces in terms of operationalizing the place. In fact, there are some doctors now on their payroll. They have some nurses who work there and all that. So point I'm making is say, the able to and yes, you are there. Mother and baby unit, I work Confanoche, is the biggest infrastructure. I hanging from the 70s. About way, yeah, the parliament, both NDC and MPP. Your passing facility is it will be completed within I think 24 months. Now, the point I'm making is say, where you buy also healthcare in various parts. Now, like you said, there was saying from judging the efforts or the idea or the account. Look, to pay, restore nurses allowances and pay. At the same time, I'm just coming from the Ministry of Health. Recruitment on my year from 2017 to now is about 64,000 health workers. It's the biggest ever in our country. Obi, there's never been in the history of this country within 3 years a buy atimama financial clearance for close to 65,000 health workers. Kolebupe, you are 600 nurses. The total nursing strength in Kolebu Teaching Hospital since the past 16 years, 1,200 nurses. Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We have a total staff strength of close to 6,000. Nurses 1,002. In 1 year, nurses are Ekofo binding my 600, 600, close to one. Now we have about 1,008. 1/3 came in 1 year. Now you know what is interesting. At a board meeting, and one of the board members made chair say, "Doctor, I want the figure to be repeated." 600. They say, "Oh, all this in a year." And I'm like, this is what is happening.
Ekosiisen on
Obi, a significant, a significant improvement. Now, and you know, man, I'm sure. Next, now, Sebi, what's if you 3-4 years? I am a freeze kakra, intimate jile juma. I could father buying, I'm all juma. Obi, it's because of such people that I have hope going to 2020. Because me, ye campaign 2016, me call Babi or not, the new crew of Fufu, now me be Kasabe, or say, calm down. Also, a next, what's if you 3 years now? No, or training privately. Now you catch up some more here private nurse, you know. I buy for crying GM into the seek private employment. Obi. Nippers are shano this time. Still home in Kasa. Obaka say I was unemployed. But now, because of your government, I have what I will eat. Obi, vote Sano. And your propaganda and energy will say is the heart. And the ambulance wenzu. Me brother I mean Kasano. Also doctor, why doctor? They say we need GSM. We will be pra. You know what I told him? Nipa na wa pra here in the hospital no. Me da Nyankopon ase for nkwa. But you know the one I'm thinking about also. Nipa no wa on dia and can not in fie. Because of the ambulance. Each ambulance is supposed to capture at least 3 drivers because they work 24 hours. Yes. So my point is that Obi 307 na area bano. You have to multiply by 3. In fact, staff from each one is supposed to have about 6 people working with it. Obi. Now close to 2,000 Ghanaians. Now Ghana ha. Sinipa bakunye juma Obi. Wa utra unim. Unya niba school fees. Udi we count. Assemble be flow. And Ghana anytime anytime anybody gets job. Now Obi in conclusion. Obi. Unim one of the reasons why usu koye politics are. Ghana obusa fort mikacha will say what do you hear now? Integrity is a problem with politicians because omufri say kasa wawa. Anytime a politician a promise idea are putting effort to make sure it's redeemed, that action goes to save all of us. Menya jise nane kufado can't say obema every constituency and ambulance no, by the grace of God it has happened. Meneji say or can say oba restore allowances by the grace of God it has happened. Meneji say oba and also be lifting the freeze AGL health workers it has happened. Obi the only sure banker I bet to be the politician according to an election like I said earlier is your record. And you know what is interesting, you never know one should be an NDC organizer and a driving ambulance. Until who go into the election, MPP near so mono, now end this so. Just who go anymore.
Chief Biden said, Obi, please ask my brother Oko, what the banker who was working before he was asked to go home will say when he is campaigning. Ghana go be basa.
Ambulance went without being fitted and their things just dump in it. And do you also know, say, as at now, all the ambulances are parked at RCCs.
No, some of them.
Some of them. All. That the regional ministers must also recommission. What kind of?
And then a whole fire.
Why should it be so? Obi.
Put it in writing. Government communications here. I'm here. Obi. Small. Everybody talk for a website. Obi. Me brother. Me Teko.
Yes.
Any protozoa. Any lawyer Jerry Ahmed.
Okay.
Our CEO Coastal Development Authority.
Okay.
Omo bua me with some t-shirts for me work no. Enti me da wanna see papa. Na Saturday. Nanti awuda ekufu adrasi no. Na u burn some calories. U hwe nukwe yemwe. 2-3 hours you be bubu half. Ama ni nkwano akọ nim Obi.
No, but I mean so dey hear me say Matisse Obi be contest or primaries ni mo.
Obi Obi unse Dr. Koboy me a Democrat.
Among us who have been more
Obi MPP mu de competition no ye de wo bi a.
But Dr. Koboy there. We me nya mo bi I'll do for you alone.
Obi Nyakobo Nshira o.
Nipa no nto na dwen.
Nyakobo Nshira.
Dr. Koboy
official government
all
sources.
the way.
Yes.
All the way. I mean, no doubt about that. Only competition. Dr. Bernardo Koboy in the training. Can Ekosiisen so ni haya Sempa FM. Muntiewe.
Asempa FM.
Mawanka